Hello, my name is Shavarn Smith and welcome back to my YouTube channel, First Lady of All Trades. Today we're back in the kitchen again and we're going to do some plant-based cooking. We're going to do some Brussels sprouts today. Now, I love Brussels sprouts, and I know Brussels sprouts sometimes get a bad rap. A lot of people don't like it, but this is really good. I hope you're going to enjoy it because the way that I'm going to do it is different from maybe some of the other recipes you've heard or maybe some that you've tasted before, but I hope that you and your children are going to love this recipe. So again, we're talking about Brussels sprouts, and what we're going to do is, it's very easy to make. There's just a few ingredients, something that you probably have in your house already. Most of the things you probably already have. The only thing you may need to go out and purchase are the actual Brussels sprouts. So I'm going to tell you all the things that you need in order to get started with this recipe. So these are all the things that you're going to need. We have about a pound of Brussels sprouts. And these are the smaller ones. They come in different sizes. I bought these at Whole Foods. When you go to Whole Foods, they come in the little bags, like a little bag, and there's about, I don't know, about 20 or so in the bag. So I bought 2 bags of these. It's about a pound. And I took them and I cut them in half, washed them off really good, cut them in half. And then we have salt, just basic salt. We have pepper. And then we have some onion powder. And then I'm going to use some garlic powder and about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, and then we have to finish it off, balsamic vinegar. And I'm going to show you how to do all this. And these are all the ingredients you need. This is it. You're also going to need a cast iron skillet. You're going to need 2 of those. Okay, so first we're going to prepare this, and then we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to start cooking it. Okay, before we get started, I already turned my oven on to 400, so set your oven to 400 so you'll be ready to go. By the time you sprinkle this and get it all together, then you'll be ready to put it in the oven. Okay, first thing we're going to do, we're going to sprinkle this with some salt. Just put a little salt on there. And this is all to taste, okay? And the best thing to do, you can use a utensil if you want to, but I just use my hand and I just sprinkle the salt in there. Sprinkle that around. Yeah, keep tossing it all the way around. Make sure you get it all over there, okay? And then we're going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper. Again, if you have children, you want to be careful with the pepper because it can be a little bit spicy for them and they may not like that. So just do a little pepper. Just season the taste. Alrighty. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the garlic and the onion once I put it in the skillet. Okay, this is seasoned. This is all you got to do. Now, we're going to go over to the stove in a minute, and then I'm going to show you how to prepare from there. Now we're at the stove, and like I said, I already set my oven to 400 degrees. Because what we're going to do is, first we're going to sizzle these. This is some oil. We're just going to cook it a little bit in a cast iron skillet. I have 2 here because I have a lot of Brussels sprouts, so I need a lot of pan space. So I have a really big one here, and then I have like a medium-sized one. In my oven, I have my stove on to about medium-high, and it's warming up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the olive oil to the pan. Okay, I'm going to add some here. All right, and we're going to add a little bit over on there. Okay, here we go. We're going to let that cook. All righty. Sizzle. Okay, spread that around. Same thing over here. Pan is getting hot. Okay. And as it heats up, I'm waiting for it to heat up. And once it gets heated, okay, once it gets heated up, what we're going to do is we're going to start to fry these a little bit. We're just going to fry them just a little bit, and then we're going to set them in the oven, okay, and let them cook. And it's only going to take about 15 minutes for them to cook in the oven. Alrighty? Okay. We're going to start putting these in there. We're going to start. And what you do is you put them on the cut side down. You see where it is right here? You're going to place this down in the pan like this. Okay? And you can use your tongues or you can just use your hands. Just pick them up and put them in there. Alrighty? See how I'm lining them up because I want to make sure that you have enough room. And if you actually buy 2 bags, you have a lot of Brussels sprouts. This is a lot. And I love Brussels sprouts because I literally can just pop them like candy. I eat them for lunch. I eat them for dinner. And if you're just doing all vegetables, this is good with corn on the cob or just corn. Or if you're doing rice, you can do rice with this. It's good for any side. If you're doing like your pasta, any type of spaghetti dish, you can do this for your side. Like when I did the Mediterranean spaghetti, I used this for a side. I ate this as my side dish. All right, you see how that's sizzling? Okay, it's getting ready, getting started. And I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. Okay. And you can prepare these in advance. You can cut them, set them in the refrigerator for a day or two if you're not ready to cook it right away. For a day or two, and then you can take it out and cook them. All right. Okay. So we're gonna let these cook. We're gonna let this cook for about 5, maybe 10 minutes. All right, because what we want to happen is, and you know when it's ready because we want it to be brown. See, they're not brown yet. You see? So we're waiting for those to get brown. Okay. Starting to get brown. Okay, we're gonna let this cook for about 10 minutes and we'll be right back. All right. See you in a minute. About 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do, and this is what it's going to look like. Let me show you how they should look. You see how that's looking? All right. Look how these are looking. This is the look that you want because you just want to cook it a little bit. You see how that looks? And it's going to get really crunchy once you put it in the oven. So while it's doing this, what we're going to do is I'm going to add some garlic powder. I'm going to sprinkle some garlic powder all over that. Okay. And it's to your own taste. If you love, I love garlic, so I like a lot. Okay, so we're gonna sprinkle some onion powder. And I like this recipe because it's quick, easy. Okay. Go for that. All right. And it's another low sodium dish. Okay, we sprinkle that on there. Now it's ready to go into the oven. So what I'm going to do is, again, my oven is already set to 400, and we're going to put this in the oven, and you're going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. Okay, about 5 minutes. And what you're going to do, you're going to flip it over. You're going to put some more of your onion powder, and you're going to put more of your garlic powder on there. You're going to let that cook for about another 5 minutes. And then once it's done, I'm going to show you where to go from there. So we're going to put these in the oven. We'll be right back. All right, see you in a minute. 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to check out my Brussels sprouts. Okay. Okay, that's looking. All right. So what we're going to do is see how that's looking. Look at that. That's what you want, that grilled look. You see how those are beautiful. Okay, so we're going to turn all of them over. Turn all these over. Okay. Look at that. That's beautiful. See how pretty that looks? And that's how you want it to look, like that. A lot of times people are afraid to cook it because some people say that they burn it. You want to crisp it. You want that grilled taste on it, but you don't want it. You don't want it. But some people like it starved. Some people like a little burnt taste on it. My husband, like when he does meat on the grill, things on the grill, he likes it. They have that crunchy, burnt, not burnt to it's unrecognizable, but you know, just that crispy, like this right here. Look at that. That's pretty. See how pretty that is? Ooh. Okay. All right. And once we get all these turned, I'm just gonna turn this pan. All right. Put it back in the oven, and we're gonna. All right. Okay. We turn all these over. All right. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some more of the same thing. We're gonna do some garlic, some onion powder on this side. All right. all over there. Okay, and we're gonna put some garlic powder. Same thing. Okay, and then we're gonna put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes, okay? Because you want the other side to cook. And some of them are gonna be, if you have those little leaves that falls off of there, they get really crunchy and they're like potato chips. They are so good to me. I love them because I eat them literally like potato chips, okay? So we're gonna put this back in the oven. We'll be back in 10 minutes and then we're gonna plate our dish. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back at the stove. It's been about 10 minutes on the other side. Remember, we flipped it and then we put some more of the garlic powder. We put some onion powder on the opposite side, and this is what we're doing. Okay, see that? Beautiful. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going back to my island, and I'm going to put these in a bowl, and I'm going to add the vinegar, and we're going to be done. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back at the island. So this is what they look like. Look at those beauts. They are beautiful. Look at that. This is how they should look. So I put them in my bowl. So all I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take this is about 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. You can use balsamic vinegar. You can use whatever amount that you choose to. If you like a lot of vinegar, if you like the taste of balsamic, you can use more. If you like less, you can use less. But it's to your taste. I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna throw that in there. Okay? And then I'm just gonna toss it. See? And if I think I need more, I'll add more to it. You see how it's coated? You just want to coat all of your Brussels sprouts. You see how it's being coated right there? And you have all those flavors, all the seasons. You have your salt, your pepper, you have your onion powder, you have your garlic powder, all mixed in there. And they're sautéed. So these are sautéed balsamic vinegar Brussels sprouts. All right. Okay. Okay. They're all mixed up. See how beautiful they look? This is how they should look. Okay. Beautiful. And this is a healthy dish. Again, low sodium, low calorie, low carb. Okay. And those of you who are vegetarians or vegan, if you do a lot of vegetables for your main meal, look how beautiful those look. Beautiful. And let's try one of these. I'm just going to pick one up and try them. And it's so good. It's like I can taste the onion. I can taste the garlic. The balsamic vinegar, which I love, and has a very little kick because I only use a little bit of pepper. If you like them a little more spicy, you can a little more pepper. And if you like a little more sodium in it, you can do that as well. But just keep it down to a minimum. So this is your final dish. I hope you enjoy this. Please try it. Please let me know if you liked it. Okay, again, this is our final dish. It is absolutely beautiful. I hope you like it. Please don't forget to like this video, and 2, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, don't forget to share as well. Again, my name is Shabara Smith. This is my YouTube channel, First Lady of All Trades, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.